St. Cloud is a romantic drama based on a fictional book written by Ben Sherwood.
In this movie, Charlie St. Cloud has been given the gift of seeing his deceased brother. But when a new love interest is in trouble, he must choose between saving a girl that he's in love with or continuing to see his brother every day. So pretty much the plot of this movie, the whole movie is first he gets in a car accident with his little brother, and he is brought back to life, but his little brother dies. So throughout the whole movie, Charlie is able to see dead people. Yay.
Give it up. The kid's flatlined. It's a lost cause.
Such a thing as a lost cause. Quiet. Thank you, Jude. Hey. Welcome back.
Where was I?
It's okay.
Where was I?
You just gotta relax here.
Where's Sam?
Everything's okay, but you gotta stay still.
Where's Sam?
You gotta stay still. Okay? Shh, everything's okay.
So pretty much in the beginning of the movie, he gets in a car accident. He's on the brink of death. The paramedic brings him back to life. And then throughout the whole rest of the movie, he sees dead people. So you don't really realize this until you start talking to Sam, and you know that Sam's dead. And then in the beginning of the movie, you know that he has a friend that later goes off into the army. You see him later in the movie, and you don't realize it, but he's also dead, and he's talking to him too. And then throughout the whole rest of the movie is about his love interest with a girl named Tess, and she's a sailor, and she gets in a boating accident, and she gets lost. But through the whole rest of the movie, he's like with her, and you don't realize till the end of the movie that she is also a ghost. And at the end of the movie, he ends up saving her life. Well, in this movie, it's just, you don't really realize that Tess is a ghost until like the very end of the movie.
Ghost, though.
But she is a ghost.
No, she's like dying.
Okay, so he can see dead people, and she's not dead yet, but she's like unconscious, so she's like half dead.
Passed out.
Yeah.
So he can like communicate with people like that are dead and the people that are like in between dying and being dead.
Yeah. So for some reason, because he was brought back when he was he died, he was dead, and they brought him back to life. So in this movie, I didn't really, at first it was kind of like, okay, he can see his dead brother, that's sad. And like as it goes on, he just keeps seeing like more dead people, and it gets kind of like ridiculous and drug out. And then when they find out that the girl was like a ghost the whole time, was kind of...
You don't really begin to see the worldview in this movie until he has meetings with the paramedic that saved his life. The paramedic that saved his life is Catholic, and it is very easily portrayed in the movie. He has like particular like necklaces and like the...
It's St. Jude necklace.
Yeah, it's St. Jude necklace, the saint of lost causes. And he comes to find out that the paramedic who saved his life has cancer. And when he finds that out, like the paramedic tells him that he has like another cause, and there is a reason that his life is like granted back to him, and he has like an ultimate purpose in life. And that's when you start to realize that this movie has a very sort of new age type of worldview, because he's trying to find his purpose by getting rid of his like old life.
Solo race? You couldn't take being alone for 6 months? No way.
I could do it.
Oh, what? What if it wasn't for me? You could go?
No, Sam, I didn't say that. I just said I could. I won't, of course, but I could.
Hey, don't let me stop you.
Oh, getting angry? Trying to bring the heat, Sam?
He had a scholarship to go to a boating school or a scholarship for sailing to Stanford, but he didn't go because his senior year is when they got in a car accident and his brother passed away. So he ends up just working in the cemetery where his brother's buried, and meets him every day at sunset to practice catching because his little brother was a big baseball fan. But you don't really realize, like she said, you don't really realize the worldview until like towards the end of the movie, where he starts letting go of his little brother and goes off to save Tess when he figures out that she's unconscious.
And that's his like purpose for being saved.
Mm.
That's the whole...
So this whole movie is based on the New Age worldview with a lot of Catholicism thrown into it because the paramedic was Catholic, and he talks a lot about God giving him a second chance and how there's a reason why he was spared, and yeah. So all in all, this movie was pretty good. It wasn't really recommended for probably younger kids, especially with the belief that you can talk to dead people or people that are dying. And it was a good movie. It was definitely a romantic movie. It's PG-13, so that's that. And it was a good movie, but there was definitely being New Age shoved down your throat. Yeah. And once you realized it, it was very, very hard to ignore. It was right there.
Once you realize that the whole purpose of the movie is for him trying to find his purpose in life because he was like saved, that's when you realize it's like slaps you in the face.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the whole time he's seeing dead people, so that was a little bit of a smack in the face too.